User joined your channel. 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 User joined your channel.
Right, fella.
User joined your channel.
Hello.
User joined your channel.
Isha, can you hear
User
me?
joined your channel.
I can hear you.
Hey, there we go.
User joined your channel.
Oh, we have no radios.
I have a radio.
I don't have a radio.
Lamau.
That's amazing.
User joined your channel.
Don't be bad at the game.
User joined your
I
channel.
loaded without one, motherfucker.
Do you not have a short range?
User joined your channel.
Hey, who's the person who said they didn't have a radio?
Creepy laugh. I'm
Come
gonna
here
go see
real
if I can find an Arsenal box around.
Whoever says they didn't have a radio, come here real quick.
User joined your
I don't
channel.
have
Do you not have
what radios the Russian have?
You're not gonna have Russian
User
radios,
joined your
nerd.
channel.
Hey, folks, I spawned without a radio, mate.
Like
Is there
a
an
radio
Arsenal box in there?
entirely? Like you spawn without a radio entirely, or just no long
Yeah.
range?
No radios at all.
Ah, interesting. Okay. Then Ambi
Ready?
is
I've
a
got a-
liar. Ambi's a bad liar. All right.
I got a TR-17.
Give me 2 seconds then.
Sorry, RF.
Still trust Ambi.
That's
so.
pretty much it.
I blame you.
Why are you
I
blaming
got
me?
a 152.
Yeah, some
No.
people have. You know what it was?
User
It was probably
joined your
Ambi
channel.
somehow like rolled the
User
fucking
joined your channel.
roll a 20-sided dice. Ambi rolled a 0 and hit all the slots that had radios. That's probably why. I can guarantee you that's exactly what fucking happened. All right, 1 second. I'll get a box of radios.
Box
Thank you, sweetie.
Channel switched. User left your
Oh,
channel.
the box is so bloated. Eh.
Channel switched.
ammo, so
Goodness
now
gracious,
you
the mod set is so loaded.
Thank you, sweetness. You're very kind.
All right,
User joined your
Not
channel.
gonna lie, this isn't going
here
too
we go.
well.
But here's a box. There's 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 a box. Grab 152s. Grab 152s, obviously. Don't grab backpack long ranges. I see you. Iceberg.
Any idea what Astrologix is supposed to do?
Lost my backpack.
Like, yes,
Oh,
like
no,
80
never
you
mind.
fucking people immediately grab long ranges when you don't realize that there's a long range built into the tank.
Take off your backpack. Long
All the
range.
Russian vehicles are equipped with blue 4 long ranges, so you're
Your
fine.
money.
Check.
John, take off your long range backpack.
He's squad leader.
Mark.
I don't care if he's squad lead. All the vehicles have motherfucking long ranges.
Man, he sounds like me.
No, but all seriousness, blue 4 vehicles have blue. Excuse me. The Russian vehicles have blue 4 long ranges, so you guys are fine.
Okay.
Yep, that's all. It's all
Check.
scripted in, so they're all fucking updated and changed.
Hear me, but I think there's a lot going on.
The short ranges, however, that was unlucky.
John,
Yeah.
again, for the last time, take off your long range backpack.
66.
No.
We have like vehicles.
Back up that big strap.
Radio
Put that strap.
66.3.
I mean, I thought you always put in the back strap because mine disappeared.
Radio freak. 66.3.
No idea.
Good check. You get that?
I'm going to
Hey, Danny, what's up?
69.69.
Who are my bear tank commanders?
Sergeant Danny, what's our radio free?
What's your what's our
pretty
rating?
sure,
What's
right?
our freak?
88.8.
Oh, okay, so
88.8?
69.7.
These guys
And
stay
which
the
crew are
fuck
we?
out.
Ah, fuck.
User joined your channel.
Hey, kids.
Check, check.
Solid copy.
Good check.
Stand by.
User left your channel. User joined your
On the
channel.
way.
88.8, check.
I'll wait here and get the briefing.
Copy that.
Who is fucking Zeus pinging?
Oh,
Check.
Zeus Pink, you might want to unbind that or
Good
do
check.
double tap. Or something.
Bind. Hopefully we get a third.
I know I can do that. Yeah, I know, it sounds pretty...
the first person in the vehicle,
No, like the sound.
I can drive.
It is very peaceful, I'll admit.
On the way.
Help looking around.
Dragon
should probably command as he's the.
No, you can actually get banned for that.
Yeah, we can't use the packs you've given us.
I know. It's I need logistics crew. It's gonna be in the briefing. It's a goof that I made in the thing.
Cool.
What do you need from logistics?
Logistics crew will be getting a little bit different settings. I forgot to set them up a little differently. So I'll ask them to come apart, pull apart in the briefing.
User joined your channel.
Oh. Oh, very cool though, Black Armor. Very immersive. Very pretty.
Let's go over to the tanks and pick one out. Not you can just stay here and listen to the...
Good check, 50.
User joined your
Leads,
channel.
group up by me when you're fucking
Why are you on
all
50?
ready to go. Okay.
Right, where are the American tanks?
Here, behind you.
Alright,
we have,
is
like-
someone gonna bring an M6? Because I have a feeling if anti-air stuff for too much, we're gonna need it.
What did he sell?
Understood.
66.3.
User joined your channel.
Understood. Understood.
Oh shit, it's messy. Someone forgot.
Understood. Solid copy. Roger.
Okay. We don't need to do color, but yeah, you do you. You do you, man.
John, go green.
There's 3 of you in the squad.
Roger.
Go blue.
On the way.
Okay, so you're
Roger.
getting all my squad lead then. Baron.
Sorry.
Who is the leader for the American tank crew?
Solid copy.
The fucking Noble one lead.
It's gotta be Ice Dragon.
Ice Dragon.
Iceberg,
Alright,
you've asked
cool.
that question like 3 times, and Baron has answered you all 3 times.
Okay, why are these vehicles just all of a sudden not paying attention?
Roger.
Cool helicopters, bro.
Iceberg, what did you want us to take? The AA thing,
Talk to your American commander, dude. I would suggest that someone takes one seeing as it's offered.
Alright, these fucking
I mean, the Russians-
helicopters, go.
For the Russians, we got BMP-2s and T-72B.
On the way.
So if you're not
Why are they
taking
not
the
listening?
T-72, then you're doing it wrong.
Solid copy. On the way. On the way.
It's an air show.
I think they're just dropping.
Almost crashed.
Yeah, that's
Copy.
Alright.
Yeah,
Because
Clearly they don't fucking understand go away commands. That's whatever.
I don't know either.
Go away.
Do you guys have equipment in there?
Is that the technical term?
Alright. So, do I have all the leads here from all the vehicles?
Oh shit.
Okay.
Possibly.
Who is my Noble 1-1 lead and who is my Bear 1-1 lead?
Iceberg's Bear 1-1.
Okay, and then who's Noble?
Iceberg, wherever he's from.
Iceberg just said he's
I mean,
Bear.
That's you.
So I strike. You're 1-1 lead for Noble. Okay. So the way this is gonna work
Okay, so
is
gonna brief. If you guys could come over.
yeah. Okay, you're good. Also, so get logistics over here.
Okay.
I'm right here.
Oh, okay, cool.
Alright.
So, the way this is gonna work is logistics. Noble 1-1 lead. Oh my
User
Jesus.
joined your channel.
Gotta do my job. I'll be right
There we
back.
go. All right. No, you're good. No. Get over here. Okay. So,
I'm joking.
so the way this is gonna work, the only people who should be on 50 is me, Noble 1-1 lead, Bear 1-1 lead, and logistics. Okay. The idea is essentially Russians are going to be operating as their own, Americans are going to be operating as their own, in the sense that you guys are going to be on your own nets. Okay. But you guys will be working together through and through, though. Okay. So I don't care how you want to split up your inter-tank nets and how you want to go from there, but do so. The only, like I said, the only people who should be on 50 is the straight up leads. Me, logistics, Noble 1-1, and fucking Bear 1-1. Okay? The attachments fall underneath the command of Bears and Nobles, respectively. Okay? Alright. Now that we have all that shenanigans out of the way, down to the actual brief. So, as you can tell, we already have part of our force moved out. If you look at the map, do the black markers mark locations at which infantry is pushing, are going to be pushed out in order to secure a nice little foothold in the area, as we're relatively new here. Oh, also, last thing I forgot to say earlier, the UN is like the other side of the COG, if you will. Like, they're the other, force that's got, multiple factions underneath it, okay? So, consider them, a major faction in this. So, the idea is, if you look at your maps, at grid ref... 136... 140. There's a road. I'll currently mark it right now with a objective marker. Okay, a black objective marker. That road is the only road that can cross over into the eastern side of this map. Any other road in the north is either too heavily guarded, too far of a distance, or completely marshy, and we can't get our tanks across. So, as I stated, that is the only road that can cross the marsh. Your job is to push through these enemy lines to secure that crossing. Okay? As I stated, the one obviously to the south has got UN dug, and you're not gonna fucking touch them, okay? So, like I said, you're essentially the spear point, the breakthrough, okay? So you want to get there pretty quick, okay? Note that you are to hold that area until relieved once you get there, okay? So the faster you get there, the faster and easier things will be. Like, you won't have to hold nearly as long. Or, excuse me, you won't have to worry about forces from the opposing side of the road. However, if you go too fast, you're going to have lots of people fuck you in the ass. Okay? Note that the arrows coming in from the north, coming from the south, entail reinforcement directions for the opposing factions. Today's opposing factions is essentially a mix between the Islamic State and the Iranians. They have combined their forces. Okay, the Islamic State's not nearly as equipped as Iranians, and neither factions are nearly as equipped as you. Okay. For sake of understanding what you have available to you, you obviously have what's in your hangars. I will provide replacements as they come fit, but note you do not have infinite. Okay, you have plenty, but you don't have infinite. Okay. And like I stated, the Americans will supply more of the utility / anti-air role, whereas the Russians are supplying more of the infantry fighting, okay? So assume every town is completely militarized and occupied as you move towards the town, and note there is a lot of armor, okay? So again, main objective, secure and hold that crossing, and do it by any means necessary, okay? Do you guys have any questions?
So there's friendly infantry moving up behind us?
No. Yes and no. So the idea is friendly infantry is going to push to the town of Zaira as soon as we're done with this brief. Okay, and they're going to wait. You're then to push over to the crossing and secure and hold the crossing, blitzkrieg style. Okay.
Okay.
Once you do that, once you have the crossing and you hold it, infantry will slowly start clearing the towns all the way up to you until they can relieve you. Okay?
Copy that.
What kind of hostile armor are we to be expecting?
So you're expecting anything from the Islamic State and anything the Iranians can throw. They're not necessarily, you know, big superpowers. So the highest model, you're probably going to face T-72s and anything below. And anything, they're going to throw anything they can to stop you.
Alright, so artillery and air is to be expected then?
Absolutely. And to, like, a little bit
User left
outside
your
story,
channel.
they're essentially trying to delay
User
you
joined your
and
channel.
stop you from reaching the crossing until the UN actually deploys their forces here, their main forces.
And is the UN hostile to us?
User joined your
Abso-fucking-lutely.
channel.
Alright, that's another big key.
Yeah.
Where's Strong? He'd love this.
Okay.
What the vehicle settings.
So I'm gonna assume the UN is comprised of everybody that is regular except for the Russians.
The UN is essentially, like, backstory, the UN is essentially comprised of all the, like, second world countries and about some first world countries, like Brits, Germany, like most of Europe, you know, Australia, those factions,
Canada.
basically everyone who's not America and Russia and is still a major faction is the UN. And right now,
Why
you're
are we
basically
here?
kicking in the teeth of all the lesser factions who can't stand up for themselves.
Am I going to have a problem with Milans then?
With what?
Oh boy. Milans on the British Jeeps.
Righto.
They're proper killer.
Don't know.
How many Russian tank crews and how many American tank crews do we have? That'd probably
Russian
be good.
tanker.
MBTs are
got three.
MBTs are equal on both
We
sides.
just threw some smoke grenade from the
Oh, okay.
vehicle.
It's whatever. All right.
Righto.
Alright, so, but anyway, so the MBTs are equal on each side. It's just the Russians are geared a little bit towards infantry fighting, while the Americans are geared towards providing the anti-air.
Do
Want
you mean by
Russians to have a
infantry
different
fighting
call
as
sign?
in like the BMDs or?
They have autocannons, Iceberg.
Yeah, that's what I was talking.
Yes.
Well,
Falx, do you know that the commander seat in the BMD does not have a radio?
The vehicles should all have long ranges, blue flare long ranges.
They do. Driver gunner has one, but if you're going to have a commander, they do not have a long range.
Super keck worthy. Well, you're not going to be anywhere fucking beyond like 5 kilometers from each other, and the 152 has a 5-kilometer range. Unless there's no mountains, you'll be fine. Sorry about that. I'll try to figure out how I can script that so all seats get the long range. That's really weird that only everyone but the commander does. That's weird. All right. Any other questions?
Take enemy gear.
Why would you
Why?
take Why would you take lesser gear?
We are in tanks, dude.
Not even that. Like you
Why
are
you exiting
you
your
are
tank?
America and fucking Russia. You guys have like top of the line fucking gear.
all right. Moving beyond that, let me get my Russian tank crew commanders
Oh.
just lined up somewhere so I
One-
can see who we got.
Okay. One more thing. Can I get logistics to go in north of the BMP a little bit? Or BTR, not BMD,
Hey,
not BMP.
Esper?
North of the
Well,
BTR.
I
All
got
of you.
I knew
The BMD is going to be
You guys
bringing
gonna go
in
on
troops with them
670?
at the start. Or...
I was gonna have my guys sit on 60, and then
Okay,
you
I'm
know,
gonna
if
be
they
on.
want to break up
This
their
is
internal
random.
nets, that's fine.
Probably
but
already
I
no
want all
question,
the
but
Russian
if UN
commanders
does
on
intervene, would it be
60 at least.
typical
Okay,
UN
I'll
have a
tell
camouflage
them.
or any kind of
Make
blue?
sure you
Alright,
pay
that
attention
works.
to,
Yeah, it'll be white.
beyond
It'll
my
be
line
white
range.
Okay.
or
Okay.
blue, white or blue.
Americans, if you
Okay.
could come over here.
Right, now go.
All right, thank you, Frost. You guys should all be set to medics
I
now.
do not. Okay.
So,
I was going to say,
No,
are we going to be
for
transporting
our
troops in
tanks,
at the
we
beginning?
Yeah, if you
No, you guys aren't doing any transporting.
I was gonna
Yep.
take a
Okay.
T-72.
By the way, we should probably move
I
out of the way,
need
'cause they're
at
getting ready to
least
leave.
One
So what
of
I did, I
you
have 3
who has a
tanks,
full
right?
crew to be in a BMD.
Okay.
Channel switched.
Yeah,
Channel
that's
switch.
the idea, dude.
Everyone on 70.
Okay,
Someone tell
so
Cobalt to get off the
T-72s,
fucking vehicle, please, so
the
they can
hostile
leave.
infantry is going to fuck us. We will run out of ammo and get fucked.
Do you guys want to do a BMD?
Cobalt, off the vehicle.
Iceberg, you have my
check.
crew's BMD.
Guys definitely want to do a T-72.
All right,
Am I muted?
Say BMD.
Can I get
Can,
another?
can someone look?
And bleeds to take BMD.
Can someone tell Cobalt to get off the fucking BTR, please? Thank you for like the 8th time.
Copy that.
Right. So.
Copy
you're
that.
in BMD, and who else?
And bleeds can, yeah.
Watch out for the vehicles, because they're not going to care about you.
So let's go head over to our shit.
Roger.
I will
So
do.
if a certain tank that's mine
On the way.
they are still in contact with the Russian tank platoon.
I want to do.
Keck. There you go.
Gentlemen, get your tanks and we're gonna hop in.
I was checking. You want someone, one of the crews to take an anti-air
User
Fucking
left
strong.
joined your channel. User disconnected
Want one
from
of
your
the crews
channel.
to take an anti-air Vic?
No, we are tanks. We're gonna roll.
Fucking strong actually fucking freaked it out.
Roger that.
Nice.
Force. Fun.
Helen,
Alright.
or Misha, who's driving?
Crew, let's go set up, grab our tanks.
Logistics, are you on 50?
Who's driving out of UT?
Roger that.
Who's driving?
I haven't said in my truck, but I haven't said it on the arc yet.
Okay. You guys are all set to medics. Packs are inside the Titus. Okay.
Hit check.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
How many people on 50
Oh, we need
should
a
be
medical
myself,
vehicle as well.
Command, and Ice Dragon?
Kelly, what do you want?
Also,
Orc
is the
1-1
reason
and
we're not
1-2-1.
on 50 because it gets too crowded?
No, there's no. You guys. Literally,
should be
there's
on
only
60.
4 people on 50 today.
Copy.
Logistics.
Noble,
Bear 1-1, Noble 1-1, and me. So.
Well, is it because it gets too crowded then, or what?
Huh? No,
What's
because
the reason?
because
Or you wanna
Russians and
just keep
Americans are
hierarchy?
operating separately, but to get technically together.
Alright,
Yeah.
because I wanted to be on it and only receive sometimes, so stay off it.
Well, you're not going to get much out of it other than top level decision.
So we just medics and engineers then.
Yeah, you guys are medics and engineers. You guys, your logistics vehicles are over there.
We're the prime soldiers.
You guys are going to be repairing tanks as they need it and stuff like that.
Got you. Okay.
Where's
All
our
leads, good
recovery
luck.
vehicle?
Alrighty, Noble 1-1, you here?
Noble 1-1 is here.
Righto, are you taking that blue line?
Yeah, I was thinking about just rushing along there, maybe going through towns or evading them, depending on how
I was gonna have my dudes bypass them,
There was some logistics.
So, they totally are
Honestly, I was gonna
absolutely
push a bit
allowed to
further
just
north of
bypass
where that
Blitzkrieg
is,
to
but-
there. But as I warned them, if they just
If you push
Blitzkrieg to
further
the crossing
north,
point,
we
more
might get a
shit's
bit
gonna
more
come
slack.
behind
If
them.
we push
Yeah,
further
I
across, we're just gonna run into the
That's totally fine by them.
reinforcements and just roll over them.
And it's going to take infantry longer to get to them. But speed is of the key because the longer they take, the more time that allows UN to come. Which, technically speaking, surprise, there's nothing here, for frame's sake. And all this stuff is going to get filled out. From the sounds of it, I probably need to fill it out now, actually, given how they want to do this. I wasn't going to fill any of this out just yet because I thought they were going to take their time a little bit, but I think they're just going to fucking bulldog it in. Just fucking shit has infantry just to fucking be annoying. Cool. And then, where's the other one? Here it is.
Alright, so are we working together on this, or would...
Okay,
Because
they
I
can't
was
see
gonna
this,
push a bit further north through the fields and shit.
so they can't see this, so I don't care.
Copy, like, which direction do you mean? Where?
Okay, cool.
Like, you wanna go, like, around between Godstep and Kawabasi, or...?
Alright. So since they're gonna go really fast, I'm gonna actually space out the infantry a little bit more, because their purpose is not important for the sake of the op. They're just there to provide the feeling that they're just throwing everything they can to stop them. The Iranians are gonna supply most of this shit, because the Islamic State can't do shit.
Yes, also looks good.
Welcome to,
I mean, we're pretty much going to be rolling together, just, you know, half a click apart. Just got to make sure we don't shoot each other.
Yeah, I think that's good. I might move
That's good.
my guys
I wanted them to do that. I want them to not be on top of each other and lob it out. But I do want them working together.
500 meters is close enough for supporting each other.
But I like this because it allows the leaders to
Those
just
2 towns I put the
work together
objective
and
markers
focus
on
more
are
on working
are my
together.
main concern. Because those are right there at the front,
So I can
and then
tell
we
when
got
50's
one
dead, and that way it'll be easier
over
for me.
there. So once we get there, I've got fucking 7 tanks under my command. You have 3?
Yeah.
Wait, he only has 3?
Is no one taking the anti-air, Bradley?
Oh, you're gonna need to take that, my guy.
Not right now.
Oh, okay.
That's gonna be painful for us later.
Everyone wanted to
Okay,
go
you want me to
Russians,
send
okay?
one of my guys over to the anti-air, Bradley? Like, do you have any anti-air?
Oh, he didn't listen to the brief where it said the Americans are the ones supplying.
I don't believe they have entire vehicle.
Okay. One moment.
Okay, good. They're adjusting. Good. Very good. It was not going to be... Oh, it's all good, Mikhail. I'll stream, obviously, the whole thing, and you can watch.
It's really up to you. I would suggest you do it, but we also have 2 BMPs with us, but those aren't exactly good against aircraft. I mean, they work, just, you know. We're probably going to get fucked either way. If you lose a tank, have them re-kit in it. That's all I can really say. Would you like my guys to roll out on point?
Yeah, I think we're gonna do it that way. You're the larger force. We're just gonna roll up a bit behind you and just run into any resistance you encounter.
Hey, firm.
Essentially, this area is just crawling with fucking... So these T-72s, according to Gal at least, are going to be basically pushover for them. That's why I have so many down, is because essentially they're going to be fucking, like, piss stains easy for them. This should be a nice hole.
Okay, Noble is gonna take the linebacker with us.
High command to both commands, letting you know that infantry is currently holed in the town of Zyrolet, waiting on you to make the push.
Hey, firm.
No, I actually do not plan for UN to make it this op. The idea is the Iranians are, they don't actually, the background story is the Iranians are trying to do whatever they can to slow the Russian and American tide, but the UNs don't really want to like throw away any of their forces, so they're not really actually coming to commit anything. This line here was A, for the fact that I could make them so they could actually have a proper objective, and then B, because there's a road here, and then B, it's to set up the premise that the UN is a different opposing faction. The UN's only going to have, like, minor shit. I probably should throw some infantry here, too. Yeah. The UN's only going to have, like, minor shit here. And I'm going to throw, like, what the actual... Because I haven't... The background, too, I haven't made any UN shit yet. Because the way I'd retexture these vehicles... I'll show them off right now. The way I retexture these vehicles is via script. So it's using a... I'm just using a blank color and then adjusting the color a little bit. So it looks a little different. But the problem is I'm not able to apply, or I haven't been able to test yet, to apply texture on top of that. So white just comes through like blanket white. And it does not look good at all. However, black does look a little bit better. It's still a little chic black, but you could argue it's off the line. Whereas white, it's kind of hard to argue that white, like the white that's in Arma, it's so fake looking. So I have to find a way how I'm going to do UN, whether that's making UN a different color or just saying, I don't know. I don't know how I'll do it yet. I've still yet to decide. So I'm actually glad you said that, 2D. I'm avoiding a mod and doing proper retextures for a couple reasons. The main reason I am avoiding, I'll actually do where is it UN Peacekeepers? Hang on 1 second, I'll tell you. Infantry squad.
Awaiting orders.
Beautiful. Okay. So I'm avoiding an actual retexture for 2 reasons. I actually want this to be mod independent, and what I mean by that is no matter how we change the mod set, no matter how many times what we do, what assets come in and what come out, I can run this script on any vehicle, play with a couple of the parameters I've set up inside the script. That's annoying. Play with a couple parameters inside the script, and make it work again. And that's kind of the key that I'm going for. Otherwise, yeah. Infantry, I'm totally okay with custom. It's just the vehicles are going to be the hard pieces. So I'll be very curious to see if they just bypass and just ignore the towns, which would make it take a lot longer time, or... Wait, the one thing I actually forgot to test, which is kind of a crux of this entire operation, but I'm like 400% sure I did it right.
Montazer up. Ready. Copy. I'm on him.
Beautiful. Okay, we're good. So they want to sweep like
Bear
this,
1-1 to Noble
which is
1-1.
totally okay. It's just going to take them a lot more, like a lot of the reinforcements. Also, do the Iranians have any medicines? No. So I forgot to say this in the briefing. This is a very rush defense. So if you could imagine, you know, the Iranians and all of them are like over here, and then COG just shows the fuck up. And then they're like, ah, shit, we gotta fucking defend the bridge. We gotta secure this, hold this. Just everyone go over. So this is like, they've had like 2 hours to react. Imagine something like that. Like maybe like 3-4 hours at most. So they didn't bring statics. They didn't have time to fortify anything like that. The idea is for the fun reason is I want to focus on armor specifically, and because the fact it's a blitzkrieg op where they're trying to get over here, when you start facing a ton of statics, it forces you to play much slower. So that's another reason why. I didn't want them to take 10
Bear
years
1-1 to
to
Noble
get to
1-1.
the other bridge. That's another reason
Ice
why.
Dragon, hello.
Oh, goodness. Well, looks like communication's already slightly breaking down. Alright, we're gonna send the BTRs in.
Daryov shoot.
Because they're acting as, like, essentially scout vehicles.
Daryov shoot.
They're meant to get fucked. Like I said, this section here, like this right here, is just meant to be
Noble
fucking
1-1 here.
slaughtered. Like they're not
There
just
we
gonna give
go.
it like
Noble
any.
1-1.
Like most of
We
the
are
Iranians,
pretty much pushing into an
the
airhead
Iranians
formation
are
here.
using.
If you guys can watch the
where is it
rear
at?
pretty much and make sure
The
our
Iranians
supply
have
trucks
these
don't get fucked, that'd be
T-72Bs,
great.
and
Copy
the
that,
Americans
Noble
are
1-1.
obviously using
That's
SEP-1
yeah,
Abrams, and the Russians are using the newest T-30 or T-72 added, which is extremely tanky as fuck. So they should plink a lot of rounds, but give the illusion that they're getting shot at and that things are hard and shit like that, which is what I go for. Oh goodness, I got hiccups today. A lot of acid reflux. Alright, you're gonna wake up.
Target acquired.
acquired. Copy.
My line. User joined your channel.
Bear 1-1, you hear that over to our north-northeast?
North-northeast.
Logistics is hearing autocannon fire to the north-northeast on the distance. Just
Infantry to armor. Infantry to armor.
Go for armor.
Letting you know, scouts, our infantry have made contact with what seems to be 2 scouts. They obviously know we're here. They have not spotted you, however.
Affirm.
Logistics to Bear 1-1 and Number 1-1 suggest we just head for the bridge because that's our objective. We gotta hold out over there. Let's not worry about 2 scouts.
Yeah, like I said, they don't know where you are. They don't know you exist. All they saw was infantry.
Bear 1-1, what's your plan? Are you heading to the bridge?
Bear 1-1 is pushing out now. We're headed there.
Gotcha. Good for me.
And it begins. They're also going to fight T-55s, BMDs, T-34s. I want them to get the impression that everyone's just throwing every ounce of thing they have at the problem. I want them to actually take contact from this village, though. They don't have drones or UAVs, so I don't have to worry about fucking doing little things like this. Is there anyone on the roof? Poof. That's actually pretty cool looking. Oh, you know what I forgot? I already know what I forgot. That's really annoying. I forgot the map settings. Fook me. I goofed. What do you see? A little lower. There you go. You saw something. Yep.
دارم میام. دریافت شد. دارم میام. دریافت شد. شنیدم. نشان بذار. دارم میام.
Bear, we have close range contact with and T-34 due north.
Said T-34s to our north?
Yeah, see, they're gonna bounce a lot of shit.
Noble 1-1, can you guys engage those T-34s if you see them? We have no, we have no eyes.
They should feel like gods in their vehicles, and that's what I want.
شنیدم. دریافت شد.
Yeah, see, they're just bouncing rounds.
شنیدم.
So to avoid them from just like missing like the entire AO, I'm gonna send tanks like this.
انجام میدم.
Otherwise, they're just gonna miss the entire AO.
فهمیدم.
Which they can, but they're gonna get flanked in the ass hard.
شنیدم. انجام میدم.
AI skills 50. Why? Why do you say that? It's just default. It's just default AI skill. If you set tanks to 100%, they get fucking ludicrously like crazy.
شنیدم.
What if they hear these vehicles?
دارم میام. انجام میدم. دریافت شد. دریافت شد. دارم میام.
And Bear 1-1 to all units, we've engaged hostile tanks coming south out of the town of Durant.
Fucking T-34s are ridiculous sometimes.
دارم میام. انجام میدم. انجام میدم. دارم میام.
Hey, High Command, for some reason, my turret only wants to spin in a circle. I have no control of my gun. Whenever my commander's in the tank, the turret just constantly spins. I have to fight it.
Yeah, radios don't work outside when you're turned up. We are here, Noble is currently holding towards the looking north. Gonna keep the flank open.
دارم میام. دارم میام. دریافت شد. دریافت شد. دریافت شد.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
mia! Dara mia!
I'll see if I can find a replacement iceberg. 1 second. The problem is he's going to use one of his fucking resupply tanks. Where did I put them? Should be here? Aha. Because the script only runs once, I can't copy paste. It'd be ludicrous if it ran
This is Bear 1-1 to Logi.
Stand by Logi, number 1-1. Can you hold to yourself like a little bit? We're trying to get one of our repair vehicles to.
Copy that, Noble Salt.
Iceberg, new tank.
We fixed it. It's something to do with the commander seat. Thank you.
Alright, I'll delete Rex because Rex causes a lot of frame lag once they stop burning.
دریافت شد.
Alright, second line of T-34s I gotta place now. Actually, wait, 1, 2... Okay, never mind, we're good.
Bear 1-1's repairing a disabled tank. Or a detracked tank. Noble, are you covering the rear?
Dara mia!
Noble currently covering left flank and rear.
A firm Logi, what's your position?
They should be sent to engineers. I will...
Well, 1-1, you're free to move out. We got a vehicle.
Copy that, Logi.
Logi, you still have all your vehicles up and running, yeah?
For the most part, our medical team is lost wheels to the P5.
Can you not repair it?
We can, but we're not going to do it right now.
That's gonna blow up on the tree. Oh, okay.
Yes, I believe it is.
Fucking goober.
انجام میدم.
That reload rate. Yeah, see, they're just bouncing around. Like, not even fucking phased. Which I'm totally okay with. Alright, because there's a bunch of tanks up here in the north that were supposed to be used, because I'm expecting them down the middle, but that's okay. We will adjust accordingly. Cut them off here.
دارم میام. فهمیدم. شنیدم. انجام میدم. دارم میام.
Noble, you are following us, yes?
Noble is currently engaged in contact. We're gonna follow you soon.
دارم دریافت شد دریافت شد دارم میام شنیدم
Oh my god, those idiots.
User left your channel. User joined
Pushing
your
northeast, we're trying to cut across this field.
خشاب بزار دارم میام دریافت دریافت شد دارم میام دارم میام شنیدم
I think they're starting to realize they're pretty invincible. The only difference is it's going to scale up.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
And they're not going to like what it scales
Mayor,
up
this
to.
is Logi. I think our movement just going northeast isn't working out well. It's like every time you kill one tank, two more keep coming. This is slowing our progress down by a lot.
You would be correct. A lot of my tanks are already running low on ammo.
User left your channel.
Check out
User joined your channel. User
We're
left
gonna
your
try and
channel.
push to waypoint 3 and rearm there.
User joined your channel.
Roger that.
Může. Připraven na rozkaz. Čekám. Připraven na rozkaz.
This is Bear 1-1 to Noble 1-1. We're pushing to our waypoint 3, the red waypoint 3. We're gonna try and set up a square there and rearm our tanks, considering most of us are running low on ammo already.
Oh goodness, that autocannon lags hard.
دارم میام دارم میام دارم میام شنیدم
Noble, how goes everything on the rear?
دارم میام
Loads of contact earlier, nothing right now. Just keep rolling fast and we're fine.
Hey, firm. We're pushing past a lot of hostile armor, so there will still be some on the way for you. Just make sure those lodges stay alive.
شنیدم شنیدم دارم میام دارم میام
Alright, because they're... actually, if a crew respawns, I don't want to delete that just yet. Remember how I said, though, the more they do it, they just skip. It's giving them... Hey, sniper! But no, right now they have the illusion that they're unkillable. Because they've been facing shit that literally can, like, shoot a bajillion rounds at them. But it will kick up as they approach the bridge. What are you doing? It'll kick up as they approach the bridge. Oh, it also doesn't help that this vehicle's off by itself and alone. Oh, the BMDs are getting left behind by fucking Bear. Oh no. They're getting flanked. Oh no. That's not good.
Ogre, are you guys able to repair that? Do you need, fuck, run that?
Still all these tanks left behind. Delete this now, because they can't see it. Up frames a little.
And this is Bear 1-1 to Noble 1-1. We've lost at least one unit right now. I got a BMD down behind you as well.
Copy. Noble is still in
I'm
decent
gonna send some
shape.
air units so the Bradley Stinger can have
Hey,
some fun.
you guys probably
They're
gonna
gonna be
take
just
this
like
point here for
fucking
a little bit.
shitty helicopters with like hydras and shit.
Logi, we're gonna need you up here and rearming us as quick as you can.
Let's see. Let's just do. Fab is the bombs, right? I don't want to do bombs. I want to do. What do you got? That's beautiful. Okay.
User left your channel. User joined your
어,
channel.
세람. 몬타세르 다슈람.
User joined your channel.
젠이담.
They're going to spot the armor, quote unquote. We're going to make them actually, they need to be much different flight class. There we go. Which way?
Bear 1-1 to Noble. I got a BMD down southwest of your position. Any chance you could tow them to our little resupply area?
Negative, all our own engine problems.
Okay, infantry, go away. Infantry, go away. Infantry. I did warn them about the problem. I did warn them. But that's okay. It's their decision to make. Oh, man. That's a little too close for my fucking comfort, Jesus. Oh, well now they shot.
노란비요. 노란비요. 노란비요.
I think they're gonna ignore me now, because...
노란비요. 날이 없죠.
Are they just gonna ignore me now? That's lame.
날이 없죠. 노란비요.
Yes, this op Kerbal 100% got left behind. There you go. Hey, Galil.
Where is that anti-air, Bradley?
Currently engaging, yeah.
I'll heal one of the medics, so they have no chance. Oh, Defensor isn't there. Yeah, it's definitely action-packed, I'll tell you what.
So does medic.
Logistics is.
Yeah, well, if they're all dead, then we can't really do anything about it, can we?
Don't be idiots and let logistics die. 1 second.
Noble to Beer, what's going on?
Bear's getting fucked. I need you guys up here.
Copy that, we're gonna push over.
I'll give him a breather for a second.
And mine.
فهمیدم.
Logi, are any of you guys alive?
Where is... I literally saw him a second ago. There it is. Okay. I keep getting pinged so many times. Alright, that's air down. That's... plenty enough for me.
دریافت شد. دارم میام. دریافت شد. شنیدم. دریافت شد. دارم میام. انجام میدم. شنیدم. دریافت شد.
Bear, be advised, tank coming northeast.
Once they secure this town, I will say reinforcements can come from here.
Through the forest, pretty close.
دریافت شد.
to say friendlies clear this town now. Yeah, this town. For the sake of frames.
Noble to Bear, how you guys
Noble,
doing?
this is Bear.
Hand job me up.
Noble, this is Bear.
Go ahead.
Don't have me up. Hand
We have
job me up.
rearmed. Most of us have rearmed. We're going to make the final push towards the bridge, and we're going to just hold there.
Copy that, Bear. You guys able to bring the resupply with you?
But for those who don't know, this is actually my very first all armor up, so I'm using it as the ability for me to. Oh, he got fucking cucked.
Don't have me up.
Granite shouldn't have left you, but sure. Well, dying.
Alright. Noble, are you ready to move?
No, we're ready to move. We don't need to resupply. We're still over half.
Was that an affirm or a negative?
We're good.
Sherry up. هذا from Ibina.
Noble, we got a tank to our northwest. Can you engage that while we push?
Copy, we're gonna slowly move northeast.
Don't have me up.
If Logi dies, then they fuck themselves. Infantry
Noble,
to
you guys
armor.
are still covering the hostile fucking... Let's try that again. You guys are still covering the lodges.
By the way, guys, Logistics Division lost their fuel truck, fuel truck, so... Serve, I guess?
Affirm.
Whew, Frost got them out just in the nick of time. Whew! Holy shit.
Don't have me up.
Talk about literally, like,
Dar job shot.
right before it happens. Alright, I'm gonna let everything up into the bridge now. Or to the crossing. Kind of, like, die down a little bit. Granted, why are you taking the same path? Unfortunately, Granite. Okay. They've gotten to that line. Alright, so we're gonna do respawn. Players. Oh, no, it's, fuck, I always forget. Respawn, there it is. This is high command to all army units, Urian.
Send for Bear.
Send for Noble.
Copy. We have a second complete division coming in from Gires, or whatever the fuck that is. That will now be your new respawn point, and your vehicles will be there. How copy, my lass?
Command, we just watched the Bradley in front of us flip.
Arma style
Good
or
copy.
flipped himself?
Arma style.
I will adjust. Give me 2 seconds.
Noble, this is Bear. We do have a few stragglers coming in from our rear, both friendly and hostile, so make sure you PID.
Copy that. We just
User
mentioned
joined your
everything
channel.
that's not black.
Can you tell the
That's
Bradley?
not
Okay.
racist, sorry.
دریافت شد. دریافت شد. دریافت
User joined your
Granite's
channel.
vehicle's just making a fucking blitz.
دریافت شد. شنیدم.
Noble 1-1, Bear 1-1. Copy that you relayed the respawn over to everyone else.
Relayed the respawn to my friendlies.
Fair copy. No, that's not Granite's motto. It's just like he's just trying to get back to his allies. And his allies seem to have ditched him. Although the ditching part is kind of his self-inflicted problem.
Oh, Wajies, did we lose another logical Vic?
Recruited the car chase from COD 1. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh my god, he's just like, fuck that! Hey, Glil, thank you for the subscription, man. I really, really, really do appreciate that. Helps me a lot. Kerbal's gonna make the same run here soon.
Potvrzuju, jdem na věc. Přesun na pozici. Potvrzuju, jdem na věc. Potvrzuju, jdem na věc.
So I didn't tell them
Podle rozkazu.
that separatist Russians were gonna be here.
Podle rozkazu. Podle rozkazu.
Now these T-80s, I actually don't know if they're gonna touch them. I hope they do.
Jdem na věc.
However, it does not seem like it.
Podle rozkazu.
I need to help Pockets out. Yeah.
Well, 1-1, are you on this net? Anyone on this net that has...
Will 1-1 is on that.
Do you have a tank behind over by waypoint 4? I have one view.
No.
Alright, they've now taken the next
If
town.
someone has contact with the vehicle that is at waypoint 4, we have the ties there with one of its crew member injured and seeing if they would be able to just grab the towing rope and take it.
totally had the approach of I wonder if these vehicles actually touch them.
This is Bear. We've reached the bridge. We need Noble and those lodges up here.
Now you're on it.
انجام میدم.
Alright, that should be better. I kind of don't like how they approached it, but that's okay. They're, I guess, messing with other people.
User left your
Infantry to
channel.
armor.
User joined
Cover
your channel.
armor.
As you guys push and secure the crossing, it seems that you guys didn't touch any of the towns, which is okay. It's just going to take us much longer to reach you. At this time, we've only cleared up to the town of Durency, or Durence.
50 check. 50 check.
You're on 50. You shouldn't be on 50, but you're on 50, unless your lead's down. Oh yeah, the B3 is broken as balls, but that's okay. I wanted it to be broken.
Podle rozkazu. Jdem na to, konec.
Noble, what is your current position with the resupply events and all that? Or is that them exploding?
Noble has no idea about the resupply of expand.
Logi, what's your position?
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. These guys.
I believe resupply Vicks are active buildings on black marker.
Hold on. We're at the buildings on the path, and we're clearing the buildings that you guys didn't clear. So right now, 2 of my logic team members are down, and I'm clearing. I repeat, Logi team is at the town in the middle of the box, near the objective marker. 2 member down, and the rest of the compound is not clear. Some form of help.
Ephraim, we're moving to you.
Okay, time to kick it up a notch. Oh, that's not what I want. something that could actually fight them. Where's it at? No, that's not it. Don't think they have anything. No, they don't. I want something like fucking Russian separatist-looky kind of thing. Can this do anything? No.
Hi, Command.
Go ahead.
Can the Logic team member that's already at one of the respawn points get the Titus medical whatever?
Yeah, I got you. Hang on. Well, the thing is I actually don't have to sit here and, like... Oh, no. Oh, wait, that's Syndicate. I don't have to, like, play, like, a game of, like... Oh, yeah, like... or anything like that, because I could just always argue. Wait, what do they even look like when they get out? Yeah, that's good enough. I can always argue that it's just another faction that's geared up to fight against them. It's totally, like, feasible. So I'm not going to send too many now, because I want to see how they face.
Checking in on 5-0.
Так точно.
Seems like a lot of these crews flip their tanks, luckily, to the players. Oh, you mean like change the skins of the Ultra? I don't know if they actually have any extra skins. I can check real quick though. Oh. I don't think they do. No, they don't. They just, it's like a recoloring. It makes it look all goofy. It's fine.
Confirmed.
So 2 helicopters are going to come over, just confirm that they're holding the crossroads. I want an attack bird, but with no, like, I just want hydras, so, like...
User left your channel.
No.
User joined your
Beautiful.
channel.
Here we go. That's exactly what I want. Okay. Yeah, they have Abrams. They have like super late gen fucking things. The idea is I want them to get the feeling of invincibility, because that's kind of like what I'm going for here. Is it's a super faction that can survive in just like waves and waves and waves of enemies and shit. Is that the... Oh, I don't want to target that. I want to target, like, that.
هدف مشخص. خشاب بذار.
Also might send in some aircraft that can actually do some damage too. That would also be guaranteed to do some damage kind of thing. Alright. Infantry is going to make a push and take out this town. Boop. Ah! Damn. That was going to happen eventually, the way I was moving them, but that's okay. 'Tis not the problem, or the matter. Also, these guys can be deleted. Oh, they finally died. They lost a tank.
Wrap me up.
Oh, did they ram it and then blow themselves up? You know, to each their own? Question mark. Or you'll be getting lots of friends here shortly.
Так точно.
Noble to Bear.
Go for bear.
You need like a tank or two for backup or how's it going?
We're working on it. I just got back on comms with my dude, so give me a minute.
Copy.
Mr. Fax?
Noble, can you guys hold the entire western side, or do you need us to sit on both?
Noble can hold this, no problem.
Let me know as soon as possible if you need backup.
Copy, you're fine.
Ясно, приступаем. Ясно, приступаем. Ясно, приступаем.
Let's see.
Вступил в контакт с противником. Ясно, приступаем.
Do I just ram their vehicles? Yeah.
Вступил в контакт с противником. Вижу цель.
Let's see. That was a direct hit. Shooting me in the same engine block. Oh, turret's down. Ah! I have found a way to pierce you, good sir.
Channel switched. Channel switched.
It's fucking like I stood no chance against them. Looks like I gotta send something bigger at them. That may not be enough. Alright, so it looks like all these tanks aren't gonna make it. Or if they are, they're just literally gonna take like 10 years, which is okay. So, that's why we always have backups. Okay. More tanks are going to come in from this direction now, though. Let's see. UN peacekeepers, or just... Can they do... Wow, they don't have any fucking vehicles, really? T-72S.
Waiting.
What's a T-72S? That looks like a good, big model of it. I don't actually know.
Standing by. Czekam na rozkaz. Připraven na rozkaz.
User left your channel. User
Check
joined
out.
your channel.
Whoops.
I don't want any...
Check out. Můžem. Připraven na rozkaz.
Yeah, UN, so you weren't here for the beginning, Galil. Essentially, UN, in this, universe, UN is like the opposing major faction that they're fighting. Yeah. So the UN is like a force that is to be fucking reckoned with in this campaign. Alright, you're not coming. Alright, it's fine. Come in from this way. Who's got... Let's see what tanks... Op 4 is also up for grabs, honestly, so let's see what's here. You know what? Islamic State's gonna make a push, and this is gonna be hectic as fuck. It's not gonna touch them, but boy, oh boy, is it going to be ludicrously looking.
آماده‌ام. منتظر دستورم. آماده دستورم. آماده‌ام.
User left your channel.
Noble, this is
User
Bear. What's
joined your
happening
channel.
back there?
User left your channel.
Przesunę na pozycję.
User joined your channel.
آماده دستورم. منتظرم. آماده‌ام.
And then... right here.
آماده. منتظر دستورم. منتظر
And then
دستورم.
one more.
حاضرم. منتظرم. آماده دستورم. انجام میدم. دریافت شد. انجام میدم. دارم میام. شنیدم. حاضرم.
Oops.
دارم میام.
Alright, time to start deleting more over here. Major town, gone. Ah, okay, gotcha. Thank you. Come on, babies, let's just work together. Infantry to armor.
Go for armor.
Infantry is currently in the town of Tuzalakoi at this time. Remaining towns left are 3. How copy?
Good copy.
شنیدم.
Alright.
انجام میدم. دارم میام.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
No. I don't think so. Alright, early versions, apparently. Nothing that would provide an actual fighting chance. I might throw, like, a couple T-14s at them, just to give them that illusion. Like, make it go quiet. Infantry to armor.
Go for armor.
We're running into Russian separatists over here. Have you guys been seeing some of the likes?
We did engage some more modern main battle tanks once we pushed this bridge. Possible T-80s and later model T-72s.
User left your
Solid
channel.
copy. They have a deep arsenal, about as deep as ours. Just keep that in mind. Woo! Framey. See what I can do for frames. I'll just get rid of, like... Whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell? What the hell? What?
4, rearm. 6, rearm. 5, rearm.
This is 132 Bear. We have multiple T-60s coming in from the west, and I've got no answer from my lead.
They're running out of ammo. Infantry to armor, be advised. We just took the main town of Gotstepe. On our way to you now at this time. About 2 towns left in between us.
All call signs be advised, the logic point is under direct attack.
دریا.
Oh my god. Okay. There we go. Found the guy that was doing it. What in the world? That's so crazy.
شنیدم. دارم میام.
Noble, how goes everything over there?
We're engaging multiple T-60s
coming our way.
One at a time, Noble.
Noble's fine.
They're running out of ammo.
Do you need reinforcement?
Negative.
انجام میدم.
Alright, now it's time. Oh, I'm in tank. Throw some T100s at them. Wait, can I texture?
This is Bear to Noble. I have
User left your channel.
two immobile tanks,
No.
and most of my other armor is running low on ammo.
One straight. Oh, we're gonna crash into it.
This is Logi. If you come back to Logi marker, there's a rearm vehicle.
Готов. Жду приказа. Жду. Готов.
Oh wait, they can see this? No, okay, good. I was like, what the fuck? And then just to make absolute certain that I did it correctly again.
آماده دستورم.
Yep, sick. Okay, cool. We'll send two T-14s.
User left your channel.
See how they handle this.
User joined your channel.
Two T-14s from each side. They gotta come from the north over here, though.
Готов.
User joined your channel.
Жду.
And if these don't die, like, ever, I'll just fucking watch them and kill them off.
Ясно. Приступаем.
Logi Point's not on fire. Everything around it's on fire, but it's not on fire. Oh, Jesus, man. That's so good. Alright, where's the... Oh, shit, I deleted them. Oh, no. Oh, no. I deleted them by accident. Fuck. Fuck me. Damn it. Alright. Because I deleted them for frame's sake. Where's Lexi? Okay. We're gonna use you, bud. Alright. Lexi gonna get teleported in like this. Sorry, but I don't know where your vehicle's at. I'm just gonna fucking... Oh my god. 319 seek and destroy commands. Alright, what was I doing? Alright, making the convoy, that's right. Actually, you know what, we're gonna do this. Oh, no, wait a second. I'm being a fucking... Oh, wait, no, I don't have access to that news. So we'll just do the Russian boy. No, where's it at? I can't... Oh, this is not Ace Arsenal. Fuck me. We'll do the Americans then, just because it's easier. So mod. They won't care what guns they're using. They care more about the way they look. I don't think at least they will. Where is it? Did I pass it already? I think I did. Where is it? Ah, there
This
it
is
is.
Ogre 1-2, does anyone copy?
Okay, good enough. Good enough. And then we'll just give him a gun.
Ogre 1-2 to anyone on
Actually,
this
let's
net.
do that.
Send it.
We've been, our vehicle's been destroyed, my gunner and my driver are down. We have 2 enemy tanks on our position, we need help.
Is this on the west?
I no longer have access to CTAB, so I can't tell you my exact position.
Good enough.
We had a friendly tank with us just a moment ago, I don't know what happened to them.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Ясно, приступай. Так точно.
Yeah, I see.
Так точно. Так точно.
So they can't be pierced.
Channel switched.
Only at the very end, though.
Channel switched.
Great.
Oh, thank you for the $1, Galil. I just noticed it. My bad.
Выдвигаюсь на позицию. Так точно.
Infantry to armor. We're on clearing our last town. We're on our way to you.
A for infantry, we're taking heavy contact, hostile T-14s in the area.
Solid copy.
And leopards.
Leopards?
Так точно. Выдвигаюсь на позицию.
And land? Landed it.
High command, you copy?
Oh, you would call me. But yeah.
Channel switched.
See ya, Glil.
Channel switched.
Yes, hi, Commander Reeds. What's up?
Выдвигаюсь на позицию.
This is 1-3 to anyone on this net. We have just lost the ammo vic at logic point.
Так точно.
Infantry to Armor, we see you. We're on our way. Now the launch point's on fire.
This is some fuckboy checking in on 50. Everyone's dead at the Logi marker. I think infantry's gonna find a bunch of corpses.
Yes, it is a tick op C4.
User left your channel.
What is Granite doing? Almost certain he shot at them. Alright, they're gonna take way too long to do this. Boop. Okay.
This is logistics too high.
Go ahead.
Can we get another, is it possible if we can get another rearm, repair, or medical vehicle?
Don't worry about it. It's almost over.
Paper.
User left your channel.
Infantry to Armor, we have eyes on you. We're moving in now.
Noble, make sure you relay to your troops for the infantry coming in from the west.
Noble 1-3 is relayed.
So once air arrives, then we'll call it. Should be... Yeah, they're about halfway. Infantry to armor, we called into base, air's on the way to assist.
Hey, firm. Bear 1-1 copies.
How are you guys looking on ammo?
Red.
Good copy.
Hey, Noble, make sure that your friendlies know those are friendly helicopters.
This is Noble 1-3, we have relayed the information.
Perfect.
All forces consider the crossing held. Good job. We'll be moving to debrief here shortly.
User left your channel. User joined your channel. User joined your channel.
Oh, what DC?
User
But I got a
joined your
watermark.
channel.
Level
User
1-3,
joined your
Beth?
channel.
Okay. So, I always start this off, obviously. How did you guys enjoy
User
that?
joined your channel.
Really?
Okay. All I heard was a meh, so I'm gonna assume that was good.
It was difficult, but it was fun.
So,
Yes,
I will now explain why I did what I did. So, the idea is you guys felt like fucking gods for about 90% of the op, right? You guys were
No.
Okay, really? Oh, well, maybe not for the BMDs.
Yes.
Maybe
No.
not for the BMDs because you guys got fucking skipped or ronied on. You guys got left for dead. We'll talk about that later. However, the MBTs would take fucking rounds and not even take a flinch of damage. That was the point. The point was you guys were meant to get that feeling of like, oh wow, yeah, we can't fucking die. And then you guys noticed that the armor started slowly going up and up and up, and then as you got to the crossing, the armor went up again, and then still no fucking problem. To be fair, TLDR, I actually was having a problem finding anything to even touch you. So that's where the whole Russian separatists come in, which is actually something I planned on doing later. However, they made an entrance in this op. The Russian separatists in the story is essentially people who do not agree with going into the COG. However, the United States will also have a separatist side, and so will the Russians. However, they made an appearance today in the form of T-14s, in which you guys actually found out you guys were not invincible, and something could touch you. However, they were not unrealistic, and you guys still fucking swatted them away too. Now, talking tactics. The Blitzkrieg was actually done very well. You guys kept moving. There was hiccups, and when I mean hiccups, I mean like you might as well have just barfed on the floor. Okay? So, at one point, you guys were moving, and one of the tanks lost a track. Fine, you guys got it moving. Oh, that was no big deal. Second time, you guys were starting to run low on ammo, which is what I wanted, actually. So you guys stopped for a rearm. In which case, very just uncoincidentally, air came by to come find you because they weren't shooting at you for a while. So when they found you, and they started shooting at you a lot, that's when Logi took a lot of hits. Logi took a major fucking pounding this up for multiple reasons. A, the Russians, Bear, just left fucking Logi in the dust. I know they were trying to spearhead a lot, but like what would generally end up happening is Bear would push really far ahead, Logi would have no one to defend them in the middle, and then Noble would be like way in the back. So Logi, like if they ever got, and you guys were pushing dead center through, so what was happening is Logi got pincered like 8 fucking times, and relied on one of you two to help them.
I was trying to explain to Iceberg that we were getting really overstretched at one point.
Yes.
Bear is like, we're like 2 kilometers away, which is like, whoa.
Yeah. Now.
That's too far.
Okay, let me continue. Let me continue. So, the idea of what you were trying to accomplish, Iceberg, was fine if everyone's on the same page. But the problem was like your forces were so spread thin, no one could actually reasonably assist each other. Now, down to the biggest kicker in the nuts out of everybody. You left your BMDs high and mighty fucking dry. You literally left them to die. So Bear,
we went.
Hang on, I don't want. Hang on. So let me finish, and then you guys can respond. So Bear fucked off and was starting to get rearmed. The BMDs were trying to, I think, clear the town, or they lost the track, or something happened, and they got left behind, regardless of what it is. And I'm assuming what was happening was they assumed that the Americans were going to come and sit on them to get them repaired up. But they didn't. And then they got swarmed because as you guys are going really quickly, as I warned you in the brief, you're going to get encircled and trailed by everything you skip over. Which was, so while they were sitting there trying to repair, they got fucking swarmed by like a shitload of 34s and shit. Nothing they could even come close to touching. But yeah, I see that. I saw that curveball. It's like, why is this vehicle not moving? But anyway, but that was really, honestly, the only major blunder was you just like leaving your infantry fighting part of your vehicles just high and fucking dry. Now, the reason why you constantly had ammo problems was the fact that you guys got to the end so quickly. That you didn't so I warned you that if you went very quickly, that the infantry were going to have to clear more of the towns themselves. So it took a lot longer for them to finally reach you in the end, which is why you constantly kept running out of ammo, because the enemy could just keep throwing shit at you nonstop. Your infantry can only clear so fast. However, like I said, the illusion I wanted to give was you guys were unkillable fucking machine, like gods, basically just kicking children around. Now, the UN showed up for a brief second, gave you a little bit of a hassle, but nothing yet. That is because behind the scenes, the UN actually was not going to commit any forces to this area because it's just Iranians and Islamic folk. They don't give a shit. They care more about fucking big level. So, one little crossing doesn't mean shit to them. Alright. Now I will start with Iceberg. Go ahead.
I mean, aside from everything you said, yeah, I realized we left fucking BMDs high and dry. I didn't realize it was both BMDs until you just mentioned it. I thought I still had one out front, and I heard one got disabled. I was like, well, Noble has to push by there, and the Logis, maybe they'll stop. I radioed for it. I'm honestly not surprised it didn't happen. I do apologize to the crew. I know that fucking sucks, but I mean, my objective was pinch off that choke point before more forces rolled across, which we did manage to do. Once we got to the bridgehead, shit just fell apart. Like, Bear, we got across. I was like, hey, Noble, if you guys need help, like, let us know the second you start getting shit on, and then I didn't hear anything from Noble for the rest of the fucking time, like, without having to ask. like, hey, how are you guys doing? And then I would get no response, so I'm like, great. Shifting units back across, but for the most part, all the bear crews did really good. How many, besides the BMDs, did we lose anything on the push there, besides the BMDs and logistics?
No.
That's what
Bradley,
surprises
the
me the
Bradleys took a
most.
couple rounds, but nothing that stopped them.
Yeah.
We lost all our forces at on the eastern side of the bridge. That's where most of them went down.
Yeah.
Or the rearm point.
Oh well, at that point you had held the bridge for, and then you basically had done your objective at that point.
So once we got to the objective mark, my goal was to have like 3 to 4 of the T-72s on the western side, like 1 or 2 on the west supporting the American units. But when we got across, there was a shit ton of extra tanks, and I knew we didn't have a lot of ammo, so... Sorry. I knew we didn't have a lot of ammo, so I just wanted there to be that extra little... The more guns we have facing it, the better kind of deal, and from what I could tell, most of us weren't engaging the same targets, which is really good on our part for conserving ammo and so on. It was only until, like, I don't know, 10 minutes, 20 minutes after we got to the bridge, or the land bridge, whatever, that shit really started to go south, because most of us were pretty much out of ammo. Logi, I do apologize for just straight up leaving you guys in the dust. Like, that was stupid on my part, and I didn't want to do it, but at the same time, I'm sitting here thinking, like, if we don't get there, we're gonna get fucked by having a lot of shit to go through.
Yeah, that would have happened, yes. However,
So.
You know, it's much better to face a bigger threat at the end than get to the end and be like, all right, where's everybody?
I mean, I'll be honest, that went a shit ton better than I expected it to.
Yeah, because you were gods.
Well.
Now, okay, well, before we continue on that,
general.
Ice Dragon, your turn.
Yeah, we were just like trying to keep up with Bear, and then someone turned up behind us. We started shooting, and Bear was like a few clicks ahead again. So that was kind of trying to keep up and not getting shot up in the rear. Also, it wasn't like the feeling like, oh, regards, it was more like, oh shit, they're coming out of the walls. I think this map, like this op, demonstrates why infantry is really useful, because they can tell you where shit's coming from. And yeah, another thing that was also annoying is that I couldn't, like, if it turned out the long range didn't work anymore.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Oh, we
Not
figured
really,
out what was wrong with, at least with my T-72, it's if the commander turns in, the gun just goes in whatever direction he's looking.
Okay, that's solely a fucking you thing.
Alright, that was
can
fucking
any
weird.
other fucking of the Russians validate that? Is that a problem with the tank, or is that just Iceberg's fucking retardation?
Did you notice anything, Temp?
I think you...
Every time I
That's
turned
not
in
the
on mine,
first time
it was fine.
that happened to me. As being the
Sorry, what?
commander turning in, the gunner goes
Alright,
crazy.
I'll just take the L
every
on
time.
that one.
Alright, well...
No, well, I think it's me for some reason. Every time I
might
turn in,
be
commander,
that's enough,
he goes
thank
crazy.
you, that's all I need! Okay. That's good enough for me to assume that, okay, that's good enough. Okay. Other than that, I did know, I learned that the BMD's commander doesn't have a radio, which is extremely odd. Everyone else has a radio in the tank except for them, so maybe I won't use that vehicle again.
Actually, I think the driver had a radio because
right,
the driver was
that's
able to
what I just said. But other than that, did anyone else notice any quirks other than the radios, obviously in the beginning, and the medical stuff? Did anyone else notice any other issues like that could be
the
fixed?
fact that we had packs and weren't allowed to medic, hence why I asked if he could set me
The
to
packs
medic.
were in logistics. Logistics crew
So-
was the medics.
So why did I spawn with one when I was the BMD crew?
I
Yeah,
don't know
everyone
why you
has a
spawned with one.
pack. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, also had it, so...
Box.
Interesting. That wasn't intentional. But go on.
Box.
Yep.
Temp had the same problem. He says every time that I turned in, the gun would glitch out for 1 to 2 seconds.
It must be that tank then. Maybe I'll avoid using that tank, sadly. It was a fucking beast, too. I'll figure out something else. Maybe you guys get an upgrade, T14, something. We'll see.
This is one of BMDs. Our turning, like just turning left and right, is really squirrely.
That's mod set.
That's just
nothing.
BMDs.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
mod set.
get
There's
used
nothing
to it.
Zeus can do.
the Logi trucks didn't have any spare tires or tracks, so trying to retire a Tempest that lost 6 tires was a little bit of an ask.
Doesn't the repair fucking fully repair? Unless you're talking about the repair vehicle itself didn't have. I know what you're talking about.
The
I will
vehicle
fix.
in Ace Interaction only had 1.
No, but I meant like, was it? It should have been full
You can-
repair.
you can
Was it
use-
not?
You can use the repair function on the vehicle.
No, it's
to
only
repair
partial
your tires.
Was it only partial? You guys were set to engineers,
Well,
advanced engineers.
We couldn't manage to get it. We couldn't mange to get it work to fully repair vehicles.
Interesting.
I
Alright,
only
well, just
ever
said
got partial repairs on anything I repaired.
I will take note and do more background to see out, figure out why that is. All right. Anything else? No.
Yeah. When's the next op? Because that was awesome.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Honestly, I was a little nervous because that is my first all armor op I've ever done. So.
Gals
Stormrise has something.
Yeah, so I was just nervous, but we won't necessarily do always all armor ops. Next one will actually be infantry based. So next one is obviously next week, and we'll just continue along this. The beauty of the story that I've kind of like sewed together, we can use any map, go anywhere, fight anything, because it's basically Russia, the United States against everybody. So, yeah, and that's kind of what I was also trying to convey. Was literally
User
I was
left your
throwing
channel.
everything at you, and you guys are like, "That's Iranians, that's Islamic folk, Russians?" Question mark. So that's kind of what's gonna happen.
Alright, Storm has a thing here, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Alright, I was part of one of the tanks in the very front. I don't remember which one I was specifically for number-wise, but my crew's kind of like the name I kind of got for it there. Lucky 7. We were
I'd
around
be
the
Alpha
front.
4-4.
Yeah, we did our best around the front there. I was happy I managed to get about 7 kills from that, but
User disconnected from your channel.
I
User left your channel.
think we helped at least get everybody that we could up there as best we could. I didn't even know how fast
We were the
went.
one that had a
Disconnected
complete
from your channel.
fuel leakage, and so we were basically an overglorified turret on the east side of the
User
bridge.
left your channel.
Yeah, that was a mute.